stuff. There are low-level stuff that you can jump into, and we'll go into that all that. So if you have questions, please take your question down. I'm going to do justice to some of these things today. So this is just a trend. This is from McKinsey. So this tech trend, we discover for AI. Today, AI roles that has to do with AIs. I think they are number one in the whole world right now. So if you look at this chart, generative AI, 2018 to 2022, you discover that the number one there on that job list, apart from regulation affairs director, the number one after that is data scientist, right? That's for generative AI, because for you to build a generative AI, you need something like a predictive system. Predictive systems are building machine learning models, right? That is generative AI. So your models are able to predict instances from a whole lot of data sets, right? There's data, it's able to have training, testing data. So that's more of machine learning for you, right? Then the other one is next generation software development. So that also where software engineer also comes. So on that list, software engineer, software developer, web developer, data engineer. You see data scientist never on that list. So you see project manager and all that. The other one is web developer. So you also see that there's a role for software engineer, software developer. They top the chart when it comes to web. Then you go to cloud or edge computing. That's where cloud software engineer, network engineer, solution architect, PMs, right? Technical architect and all that. So like I said, this is high level stuff, right? This is high level stuff. Don't bother yourself more about that, but this is high level stuff. So some of the tech platforms that you've heard about, you see this thing I'll be calling Lenovo, Oracle, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Cisco. So most of the high level things we or people in tech use most of their tools for work today are from some of these guys: Adobe, Microsoft, Java. You see a lot of these guys digital tools out there that people are actually using for work, right? So one of the things I want to say is how do you start getting yourself into tech, right? I want the tech knowledge, right? I want the tech skill. How do I project myself into tech, right? So one of those good platforms is boot camps. It's the most popular anywhere. So boot camps come 2 weeks, you're already in the boot camp. They teach you something new, then you are able to go and learn professionally. So they introduce you to boot camp, and from boot camp, you are able to now, like the first time I wanted to become a product owner, it was via the boot camp route, right? So from the boot camp route, I had an option. Should I become a scrum master or I should become a product owner? I look at it, being a product owner, a product manager involve requirement gathering, talking to stakeholders, going to meet the sales team. See, you are not selling today as a business. What is the problem? Do you have a tech issue that make you not to sell? So able to speak the language of sales. I know my background helped me because I know I've been a salesperson. I have engaged countries, I've engaged businesses. I go to stakeholder meeting to define my budget at the end of the day, right? So that really helped me becoming a product owner, product manager without thinking, because I already know what the job was all about. I need to be able to build value for stakeholder, and that was what I've been doing all my life, right? So another thing you can do, you build a portfolio, right? Building a portfolio has to do with what I just said. What do you want to do? Conceptualize what you want to do in your head. David, you've been a salesperson. You'll be an amazing product owner, David, because I know you. You've sold, you've engaged, how you move from city to city, state to state. You speak to people, you're able to tell them about the benefits of a product. So people like that, you can be a very good business analyst, or you can be a very, very good product, being a product owner or product manager. It's going to come like Bristol. You don't need to sweat. Someone like Monday, you're going to be very, very good as a business analyst, a technical business analyst, or a technical product owner, because your background has prepared you for that. If you're someone who is doing online marketing, you're going to be very, very good as a digital marketer. That is a role in tech. Video editing, these are all role in tech. So conceptualize, know what you want, they enter a network system. So that's that. Then you can think of project and internships, right? This is where most of us come in as mentors, as leads to guide you on what you need to do. Then there are also job search platforms. When all these are done, there are a lot of job search platforms. Another thing is you need to, by default, there's something called transferable skill. You all have if I ask Monday to come and be a product owner now, there's some skill you already have, Monday, that I don't need to speak language because I know you've been engaging people. So your storytelling skill is amazing. Yeah. So you have that soft skill. So I'm going to just transfer as a transferable skill, which can make you do well as a product owner, right? There's what is it called? Building a product requirement, a document, right? Those things are what you'll be doing as a sales manager. You'll be building Excel, blah blah blah. No, those things are fancy stuff, right? They can help you. They can help you very well. So then the continuous learning. You can want to learn on Simply Learn. There's Coursera, there's Udemy, there's Codecamp, there's Codecademy. There are a whole lot of platforms there that you can learn, right? You can learn these things. There's continuous learning. There's continuous learning. Then we can start talking about interview. There's interview preparations. We can help you with all that. Then when that is done, we can go to research the company you want to work for and all that. So basically that's that. So next, what I want to talk about is I'm coming to the end of the whole thing. So this is just what I told you. What I told you right now. This what you need to learn. The skill you need to have to venture into tech. So you need to have entrepreneurial skill, a teaching skill. You could have a tech degree, like for the high level stuff. You could have a tech degree. It could be a boot camp certification. It could be a diploma. It could be an MSc. It could be a BSc. Whatever it is that you need to have. That's also another. There's a traditional boot camp, which you all know. There are college campuses and all that, right? In the UK here, I noticed there's something they do when their kids come out of secondary school. They don't send them to the university. Do you know what they do? They put them in a company for internship. They say, no, I don't have 19,000 quid for him to spend in the uni. He should go to an internship. Just carry that boy, that girl, give the guy to a hospital. He's going to spend the next 3-4 years there. You know what? That at the end of the 4 years, he's going to be better than you that went to university for 4 years learning. So they don't believe in the university. They believe in internship here. From secondary school, they jump into 3-4 years internship. They come back, they become gurus. So yes, so that's another way you can learn. You can learn online. You can learn from tech experts like us. You can learn from industry connection. You can follow people you know their work has been insightful and learn from them. So basically, this is what I want to say in this webinar, but I need to say something before I end this webinar. Things you need to avoid, right? So tech is a fancy girl. It's like a fine lady out there. Everybody wants to talk to a fine girl, right? So, but you need to understand that tech is not something you should consider because people are doing it, right? I saw hell. Let me use the word. If you think tech is something you want to go into because people are doing it, you will see premium shege. Let's use our language. You will see premium shege because you will see things that you cannot explain, right? I'm a very patient person. My wife called me some days ago to say, you are not like me. You are not a very patient person. But these days I've seen that you're a very amazing patient person. I laugh. And I said, why did you say that? He said, because there are times I ask you some questions. If it were you of 3 years ago, you're going to react in a way, but these days, you answer me again and again. I laugh. She didn't know the answer to that question because being in tech, you need to be very, very patient because, my people, there's one word in tech, troubleshooting. It's not always right. It's not always right. Everything is always very, very wrong. One of the relevant skills you need to have is troubleshooting skill. You need to be very, very patient. Most importantly, tech is not for people who are doing it because people are doing it. I have a friend of mine. We came together. We started data science masters together. After a while, she came to my house. She was crying. I'm like, why are you crying? He said, I'm considering changing. He said, why? He said, I want to go to international business. I said, why? He said, I don't think this tech is me. It's not taking for me. I said, why? He said we are about writing exam the next 1 week. Everything they've taught us in 3 months, I don't have an idea. I will learn in the class. My head is on fire. When I go home, I pick the book. It's not taking in my head. She was crying like real tears. She said she want to change department. She ran to international business. They said, sorry, you have to go out of the country, go to Nigeria, come back after a year. Do you understand what I'm saying? She was like, do you think I chose this course because people were doing it? So go after your passion, do that which rocks your boat, and the most importantly, don't forget to have fun. Tech can be very, very fun. After this, I'm getting another call, one of his sister, and it's also going to be discussing about some things she's doing in tech and her project and some other projects she's trying to work on. So I think this is all I have to say. It's been a long presentation, I guess. So Stephanie, I'm going to forward I'm going to forward this slide to you and Chinedu. I normally don't do that, right? But for the sake of other things that we're going to be doing together, so this is going to be version 1 for your company, right? I'm doing another one with some other person tomorrow or next. There's going to be version 2 for Q2. There's going to be version 3. And interesting enough, there are going to be scholarships. So Stephanie's going to have that conversation with certain people. So that's why I said that I like people to ask me questions, because I'm able to quantify, look into your brain by the kind of question that you ask, right? So basically, that's me. Thank you for having me. And I'm going to leave the floor now for a lot of questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Peter. This is a really good one for me. Going by my own aspect of career and what I've done so far, this is another eye-opening for me, and I'm so grateful that I'm alive to also be part of these those that we witnessed today. It's going to be the way it is. This is not the first time we've gone to know ourselves, and so you will be receiving a lot of questions from me, even not from here, so that that will also help me more in my career, and also so I can also have more growth in what I'm doing right now for an FMCG company in Nigeria. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. God bless you.
Yeah, amazing Monday. Like I told you during the course of the presentation, you're someone I've followed your career for the past 10, 14, 15 years. You get to a certain place in your career, you need to make those hard decisions. Like, I've been a salesperson for the past 10 years. Yeah, I need to change, right? All my friends, I'm going to shock some of you on this call. When I was growing up, I had a boss who mentored me, right? Today, he has no idea about tech, right? There's something I'm doing for him. Like, Peter, how do you know these things? I'm like, he said, he's still where he is, but you know the thing about tech, you started as a digital analyst, you can become a data engineer from so tech is all about branches. Just find out which rocks your boat, earn your money, and be happy. Live your life. It's gonna be challenging. So don't enter tech because you want to earn money today. Tech is not a money-making venture. You need to grind, right? You need to grind. For 3, 4, 5 months, I wasn't barbing my hair. My hair was uncut for 6 months, right? I was looking really, really scattered. People were like, is this guy okay? What's good? If you see those of you that know me, I had afro all over the place. But then I was like, I'm scared to cut my, because most of these things I'm learning in tech, maybe they are inside my hair, like Samson. So I was scared if I cut my hair, I'm going to take away the knowledge. So I was protecting the hair, protecting the knowledge, and it was superstitious, right? But you need to grind, right? There are a lot of endless nights, questions. You should know a way. We keep learning. So yeah, I'm open to questions, guys.
Very much, sir. Thank you very much. This is indeed a very high. Thank you for listening to your track record and everything. It was really, really amazing. And having you as a mentor is a great privilege, an opportunity to do. So, but there's one striking question I would really like to ask you, sir. In this tech role you ventured into, so I really want to know what has been the major challenge and how did you overcome it? If we were coming in or one face the same situation, how we are going to come out of it. That is just my question, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah, okay. Dave, thank you very much. So first, take his interest and passion. Someone said if he didn't day, he didn't day, right? Tech is not something you can do part-time. So this is me talking from experience. You can't do this thing part-time. It's not a part-time job. It's a full-time job. It's getting married. Tech is like getting married, right? You can't do tech part-time. You can't be learning the ropes part-time. You learn with one hand. No. If you want to get into the trenches, there's a friend of mine, he's not on this call. He said, Peter, we're in the trenches right now. So when you're in the trenches, what you do is you grind, you get yourself dirty, right? When you know what's in the trenches, you can come out and have a bath. So one of the first challenge I had is my mind, what I know, didn't want to unlearn. My head needed comfort. It needed that thing to used to. So I had a culture shock because I thought tech is like sales. So I need to go to Ghana. I need to go to Sierra Leone to meet someone. I don't even prep. I just sleep. I get on the flight from Lagos. I fly to Sierra Leone. I get to see the CEO of the bank. I'm Peter from we talk business because the product is in my head, right? But tech doesn't stay in your head. You need to troubleshoot. So one of the first challenges I had was I didn't know the power of troubleshooting in tech, right? Because the first time I had to build a machine learning model in my life, I built the model, I deployed the model was not even responding. I saw my accuracy, my prediction, everything is somersaulting. I don't know what I needed to do. I went to meet one of my professors, said, Peter, calm down. What you need to do is, I can't give you the answer you want. It's only you that need to go back to your methodologies and your process and troubleshoot. So tech is interest, David, right? If you want the way you're committed to a lady, you can tell a guy I love you on the street. That's fine. You can tell 100 girls, but how does she know you love her? Is your commitment, your consistency. So that's tech. There's no part-time interest in tech. So it's for me, it's full-time. So you know me as a person. So when I sink my teeth, I don't let go. That's me. I'm a sticker when it comes to learning new things. So that's how I overcame. And another thing is I wasn't sleeping, right? I'm a quick learner. I'm a quick study. So meaning that if I learn something with you people right now, after the class, while you're going home to be doing your thing, I'm like, right, I have to, I've seen I have two laptops. One, this is another laptop in my hand, right? So I at least have two things. I'm doing here. So I'm a quick study. I can say 6-7 hours looking at the screen because I'm there to understand. So I'm very hungry for knowledge. I'm someone who is willing to learn, to relearn new things. And most especially, I got prepared. My interest was there. Yeah, I think that's, if I answered the question, but that's I did mine. If someone else has maybe the way they did theirs, that's fine, but how I did mine. And if anyone can adopt this framework, I think it can work for everybody. Yeah, thank you. Any other question?
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, David Madumere. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Great.
Please, my first question, let me just go. My first question is, we are just coming into tech, and currently I'm actually working on UI UX, but I plan to transition into like going to coding later. That is going to front end, and then maybe, but I want to have a strong base in what I'm doing now. So before I move to that one, so my question now is, you mentioned software development and software engineer kind of, and then the I think web development. I don't know. I've always seen them as the same. That what actually makes. And I know you actually explain some things on that, but I want to understand the difference between the two, because I've always seen software developers maybe the front end, back end, and then web development again. I think I've seen it as that same front end and back end. So I don't really know.
So let's look at it from this way. So you are a UI UX person, right? So the UI UX person and the web developer, their work is more of, we are not doing the same thing, right? The web developer is someone that deploys dashboard. So that deploys dashboard, right? I can build a dashboard, but it's not my job to deploy dashboard, right? So in some organization, the web developer can be someone who is end to end, right? It can be end to end, right? Do everything. There are people I know who can write the codes, do everything, Java, blah blah blah, do everything and deploy, right? But in some organization, it's just some specific person whose role is just to deploy. So they don't build it, they just that the guy that deployed the dashboard, they show that the dashboard are speaking the business languages, all the KPIs are actually measured on the dashboard. So for you, let me tell you a bit of handshake. So what you're doing and a web developer is more of the same, because I will use the word the same. David, are you on this call? There's a David. There's
Yes, I
someone
can hear you very well.
No, it's not you. There's someone else. It's Dan. Okay,
Okay.
Dan. Is Dan on the call? Dan.
Yes, I'm here. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, I think you'll be able to answer this question for him, because you seems to be someone who has done basically what he's saying. You seems to be someone who can actually give him more clarity. Is this something you can do for me?
Oh, okay. Thank you. So, a software engineer is a software developer and more. You get, so which means everything a software developer can do, a software engineer can do and do much more. You get,
Makes
so you
sense.
can be. Let me now bring it down to the you. I also mentioned the part of web developer. A web developer is not equivalent to a software developer or a software engineer. You get, a web developer is mainly building software applications that are strictly channeled towards web. You get, you can access those applications via browsers like Chrome browser, Opera Mini, Firefox, Edge, and all of that. But a software developer can build what a web developer will build, which are applications that will run on the web and also applications that will run on mobile devices. Just like you have your First Bank application, your KuCoin cryptocurrencies application, and all of that. So a software engineer encompasses a web developer, a mobile developer, and even engineers that have much knowledge about systems design. You get, so a software engineer is like a superset of a web developer, a mobile developer, and all of that. You get. I think
Yeah,
I will just be there.
understand.
Yeah.
Understand. Thank you very much, sir.
So David, thank you very much. Why I asked Daniel, to answer this question, because Daniel is someone that's actually worked in the same thing. So for me to you, I would advise that find a balance, right? Find a balance. There are companies you enter that want you to do bits of all of them, right? But there's a company that wants you to do a part of them. So find a balance for all this. That works for you. Yeah. Any other question?
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. Good evening.
I'm sorry if I'm asking what you must have explained earlier because I came in late. Please, I want to ask for transition into tech. Which one is best? Is it to take online courses or to look for a physical class and get yourself tuning? Which one is preferable? Coupled with if someone is trying to actually, I'm working somewhere, but I have this passion for data science. I'm also schooling, I'm doing postgraduate study. So to give my full concentration a whole day, morning till evening, may not be feasible because of school. So which one is best? Please just enlighten me. Thank you.
There's something that Chinedu, Stephanie, they are doing today, right? So you discover that it's not all that you actually need to go and earn a fancy degree, and all that, right? Yeah, for to be those low skill, or those jobs that involve little barrier to take. There are things you can pick up. But we are here today because this company, they can help you get boot camp, right? So they organize boot camp, right, today. So for me, what I would advise, it depends on what was. So MDTH as an organization, they do boot camps, they organize boot camp, they give you end to end of what you want. That's what MDTH is all about, right? So you need to decide what you want as a person. First, being a data scientist is not rocket science. It's not something you can sit behind a computer and learn. There are some rules you can learn from behind a computer. You need to get yourself out in a boot camp for 2 weeks, 1 month, 3 months. So for those small, yeah, there are some things you can learn online, but trust me, boot camp are the best first. Spend 1 month, 2 months in a boot camp, and come out and get your hands on. Yeah, that's what I want to tell you. And MDTH is doing that very well today. Amazing. They're doing good jobs. I've seen some of their graduates, amazing people. Yeah, guys. So basically, it's been a whole long 1 hour, and so I would encourage you all. Tech is very rewarding, like I said. You have very good experiences being in tech, right? And the potentials are much. Whatever it is that you have interest for as an individual, you can find a role in tech and do an amazing job, right? And that's basically all I want to say. My two email are on the chat box. You can screenshot if you need to. You can talk to me via email. I would gladly respond to you. For those of you that reach out to me in terms of mentorship, Monday and co, yes, I think you guys are going to be in MDTH bootcamp. So I'm very interested in you guys joining this bootcamp for MDTH. So David, get ready. Monday, get ready. UI, UX, any of them. I'm pinning the 2 of you down, and as many of you that also want to be a part of the cohort, the MDTH cohort for the next stand-up. So yeah, Charles, you want to say something?
Yeah, basically I just want to appreciate your effort. I've known you for a while. Been a great mentor and inspirator to me. I appreciate this effort.
Thank you so much.
I also picked one or two things that will help me in my career in data science. That's it. Thank you.
Yeah, you're an alma mater. So let me introduce a bit of Charles. He's hiding. So Charles is a data scientist, right? So we met back when we started our postgraduate. He's an amazing guy. He finished very well. Then he left me and went to Harvard, right? So he's an amazing human. So Charles, nice to have you. How is your wife and your baby? Hope they're nice.
Yes, they're fine. Thank you.
Amazing. He's here in the UK. So guys, any question again? Is already Stephanie, do you have anything to say before? Yeah, your moderator, where is he again? What's his name? Is it Chinedu?
Yes, Chinedu.
Well, Chinedu is still on the call. I think I had his baby crying. Steph, do you want to drop your email on the chat box so people could screenshot? I have 2 or 2 persons that might be reaching out to. So if you want to drop your email on the chat box. So Onugbogu Udechukwu, I know her 7. She's the founder of MDTH. She's a UI UX person, an amazing human being. She's creative, and she's a lady I would want most of you to meet. She designed some of the best products I've known out there. Stephanie, your profile is amazing. It's been very amazing knowing you. And you are who you say you are. So you are not who you say you are not. So you are who you say you are. So guys, I think that's a bit of that. I don't have any other question. If anybody has anything to say, you might just say before we shut the webinar down for today. But amazing from the depths of my heart. There's going to be a version 2, and we're going to talk about the scholarship team with some of you. Is Kosi on the call? Kosi. Yeah, so we're going to discuss the scholarship thing with Stephanie. I'm going to come back. So we're offering free scholarship for some of you that we know that are underdeserved. 2024, we need to put at most 200 people into tech. That's the mandate for me. 200 people on MDTH platform. There's going to be a Send for Tech platform again. We're still going to put, so for the first H1, we're trying to put like 500 people into tech. 250 are going to come from MDTH, and maybe 250 are going to come from Send for Tech. Then other organization that we also speak to and see what we can do about that. So thank you so much for having me. And Tomiwa, are you on the call? Okay, so David, thank you. Yeah, so Tomiwa, Tomiwa is a product owner. He's worked with me in series of projects before. He's doing great job in the tech space. Tomiwa, you have anything to say before we close this meeting? Thank you, Tomiwa, for being here. Thank you. So, guys, have the rest of the evening. Enjoy yourself, and I'll see you all in version 2. Thank you, and bye-bye for now. Yeah, take care. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.